Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Abigail. I'm coming to you from Zichron Yaakov, Israel, and I'm so happy you've been able to join us for week 10 of learning how to heal naturally. We are trying to come to this wellness journey from a very natural, flowing place. We're starting at the bottom and we're working up. We're starting with the very basics of our body function and what it needs. And we're working into deeper things, slowly but surely. And you can follow us more in the advanced classes beyond the basics, in English with myself or in Hebrew with Anya. You can find all of our classes on our YouTube channel, Naturally Rooted. And so we're just going to continue talking this week about what it takes to support our body's natural healing function. We are not trying to find something to do the work for us. We are trying to remember the ancient wisdom and combine it with modern technology. So a little review we talk about every week. We just do a quick reminder that the toxins are entering 3 ways and exiting 4 ways. They're coming into our body through our lungs, respiratory system, or through the skin, the dermal layers, or through the colon, the gastrointestinal, through what we eat, what we put in our mouths. There's 4 doors that they exit. We release toxins also through our respiratory system, through our skin, and through our colon, as the waste products going out, as well as through our kidneys, the urinal tract. Now, and I want to also I want us to remember all the time that everything that we do, everything that comes into us is going directly into the bloodstream. So it doesn't matter if, we say, well, it doesn't matter if maybe the essential oil or the cleaning product has a little bit of chemicals in it. I'm not going to drink it. And the health department says that it's below the toxic level. And we're saying, well, you do what's right for you, but don't forget everything goes into your blood. And your blood goes everywhere. It goes to all of the cells and your brain, from your brain down to the tip of your toes, in and through everything. So whatever information and nutrition is going into the blood is being carried throughout the whole body. Whatever poisons and toxins are coming into the blood in any way is going through the whole body as well. So today we're really looking at skin problems. Now, skin is the largest organ in the body, as we know, and it plays a huge role in detoxification, biotransformation, and elimination of toxic substances. But sometimes our skin is overwhelmed and we're breaking out with acne, with dark circles under our eyes, with wrinkles, with extra dry skin, maybe eczema, things like this. And we say, well, why is this happening? Okay, let me take an ointment and put it on and I'll make the dark circles go away, and I'll cover up the acne, or I'll put something on that will make it go away. And we feel better about ourselves. But one thing that we really need to understand is that our skin is the outer manifestation of what's going on inside of us. And so we can apply this to many other different areas of life. What's inside is mirrored outside, etc., in all ways. And the same with our skin. If our skin is, like, say we have dark circles under our eyes and we have been getting enough sleep, and we've been going to sleep at a good time, we've been getting enough, we're not waking up during the night. So what are those dark circles from then? It's not from lack of sleep. So your skin is telling you something's going wrong. And here's the warning flag. Hi, my kidneys, my liver is in trouble, and you need to take care of me. Or maybe it's the blackheads and the acne, and you don't know what to do. You're not eating pizza or heavily oily products. and you say, you know, my diet's pretty good. It's not the worst. I don't eat a terrible junk food diet. So why is my skin breaking out like this? So we put medication on and make it go away or cover it up with makeup, but our skin's telling us it's a warning flag, and it's saying something like, and we have to figure out what it is. I'm too stressed. I can't handle what the load, the burdens that you've been putting on me. Now, what does stress do? We also know that stress deposits toxins into our body. And where does it get stored? Well, these are our last sessions on storage, where toxins are stored, and skin is one of them. So skin is a storage place as well as an exit point. So remember we talked about the liver being like a sponge, and if the sponge gets too full of gunk, it really can't squeeze out because it can't absorb any more water. And so you have to come along and like do something to trigger it to contract, not on its own, but forcefully, like a coffee enema. And so the same with our skin. Sometimes it's so overloaded with toxins being stored in the skin or the underlying muscles that it can't really flush out very well. Now, our skin is very simple to take care of, but it does take some care, just like the rest of our body. We have to take good care of ourselves. This could also be from a colon being backed up or not working well. So when we're looking at a physical warning flag of something going on inside, we need to take a step back and we address the outside problem, but we understand it's not just that. That's just the surface, and so we need to go inside. So our skin is an organ of an elimination. It's a supplemental filter for the kidneys to help remove waste from the body. When the kidneys are overwhelmed, the skin will help to take waste out of the body, and that's when we break out with a lot of gunk. But our skin is shedding about 2 pounds of toxic waste per day in the form of perspiration. So this is why it's really good to perspire. And the more that we can make ourselves sweat, the better, because the more toxins we will be eliminating from our system. The appearance of the skin is really a good barometer of the general health of the body. Like I said, everything inside is going to show on the outside eventually. So let's say that someone says, well, I want my skin to be healthier, and I don't want to have all these breakouts and all these problems. So this is why I'm showing you the weight loss chart, because that we talked to think about in week 2 or something, because this is about toxins, and it doesn't matter if you're trying to clear your skin or if you're trying to lose weight. Both of these issues are coming from toxins being stored in the body. So we don't need to buy a lot of expensive chemicals to put on our skin to get rid of the unwanted blackheads and breakouts, acne. And we don't need to diet in order to lose weight. What we need to do is to clean our bodies from the inside out. We need to remove the toxins from the body, generate that lean muscle, melt away the extra fat. Now, what is that fat doing? That fat is like the freezer. Like when you have a fridge freezer, the fat in our body is like the freezer. This is where all the extra toxins are going that the rest of the system can't handle. It's not a good thing. And it's not about beauty, because everyone is beautiful and has their own beauty, and we express our individuality and our beauty in many different ways. So this is not about looking beautiful for a camera or for social acceptance or to measure up to a certain standard or to be liked or anything like this. This is about health, just basic health. The more fat that's stored in the body, the more toxins the more toxins that need a home, the more the body creates fat to store it, so that the other muscles and systems in the body are not overwhelmed and shutting down from too much toxic overload. So whether we're losing weight or whether we want our skin to look really good, and a lot of times those go together, detoxing is always the key. Whether your hair is falling out or your digestion is bad, whether your eyesight is not the best or you have psoriasis, it's all toxins. So while we're trying to create a healthy shift in our body, we also have to awaken the inner intelligence of our organism and not settle for things that are not serving us, that are not bringing us more of the good things that we want to see in our, not just our bodies, but our lives as well. Like I said, it mirrors in all areas. So now what about these toxins that get stored in the skin? It's going to present as skin irritations, eczema, acne. Also, maybe you're pretty healthy, but you've got cellulite. What is cellulite all about? Well, cellulite is really just stored toxins in your fat cells. So this can be very frustrating for a lot of people. There are things that we can do, however. We can, putting the essential oils on our skin helps to remove the toxins in the fat cells. And as we detox and drink enough, then the body can flush that out. So it doesn't, and again, we can watch these campaigns, these, beauty campaigns about, oh, now cellulite is beautiful. Okay, again, I'm gonna feel like a broken record here. Everyone is beautiful. It doesn't matter what your skin looks like. It doesn't matter how big or small you are. Everyone is beautiful. Cellulite is not about beauty. Cellulite is telling you a message. And that message is, toxins stored in the fat cells of your butt or your thighs or wherever the cellulite is. It is reversible and it's okay, but it's not about beauty. It's not about just accepting that and saying, okay, well, I'm beautiful anyways. Yes, you are. We accept where we're at and we say it's yes and. Yes, I accept where I am. I'm okay with that. And I'm ready to be healthier. I'm ready to treat myself better. I'm ready to learn how to really love myself. So there's 4 things that our skin really does for us. It protects us biologically, chemically, physically, and mechanically. That's all pretty self-explanatory. We're not going to dive into a lot of deep things with this because, again, this is a basics class and you can follow us for more beyond the basics. But we just want to have a general idea of what's going on. Our skin protects us. It helps to absorb shock when we hit something or we fall. It's like a little bit of insulation. It helps us to synthesize vitamin D, temperature control, weatherproofing, etc. Our skin has so many benefits, and it's all protection. It's all about protection. So it deserves for us to treat it well because the only reason for its existence is to protect us. This is something that, toxic skin can look this bad and worse, but it's probably one of the first things we notice about people and that they notice about us. And so if we want to avoid this or get out of this, I don't even like that picture. Here's some great things that we can do to help bring good health to our skin. And by the way, we've talked about many times as well. It's not about, we're never addressing only one issue, never. Natural health, everything that we can do in natural health is going to have not side effects, but side benefits, exactly. So our first step is to hydrate our skin. Exfoliate. Really, first, okay, fine. First, we exfoliate. And we want to do this at least twice a week. It depends on your skin, how you want to do it. Some people can use a scrub. Some people have to use a really gentle, tiny bit of abrasion. Some people just don't feel like they do well with any abrasion at all. Be kind to your skin. I can scrub my skin almost every day. And that's fine. My mom's the same way. My daughter, not. She has much more delicate skin and smaller pores. And she has, she needs a much smaller scrub for her skin. So just use what is good for you. The second thing is to relieve stress. We really want to get as much stress out of our lives as possible. For stress is the #1 killer. There is nothing we cannot do without stress. When we don't have stress in our lives, we're going to be able to find solutions for everything because we can see clearly. And don't forget that stress deposits toxic waste into the body as well. Meditating, breathing deeply, getting massage, using, check out some of these essential oils here on the left side of the screen. Stress relievers can be petitgrain, lavender, clary sage, basil, cilantro, coriander, and citrus bliss. Drink more water, where we need to drink many liters of water every day to help our skin get rid itself of the toxins. Remember, 1 pound or 2 of waste it gets rid of every day. That's why we need to scrub our skin really well. Just washing it with soap, it does not help it. We are shedding skin cells every day, all day. Scrub it with a good brush. Learn how to dry scrub. I think we talk about that a little bit later, but anyways, lemon, spearmint, wild orange, grapefruit, lime, peppermint are good for flavors in the water and that help us detox as well. And use high quality skincare products. That's the next step. Don't put chemicals in your skin just because it has a fancy name or brand, or everybody's doing it. Don't care. Do what's really good for your skin. Use high quality skincare products that are going to be all natural and bring true bioavailable nutrients into your skin. Take your vitamins, take whole food supplements. This is for healthy skin and for a healthy body. Take whole food supplements, never tablets. Whole food supplements really only come in, capsules, like a powder or a liquid form. So, of course, I recommend doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality because you just can't really get any better of a combination than that. And we'll talk about that at the end as well. And as you see here on the right side, number 6, Lifelong Vitality supplements have a lot of omega-3, your fatty acids, your vitamins, and your botanical extracts that you really need for that beautiful skin. And of course, we have it in the vegan option as well. And then next is to eat healthily. Eat a healthy diet. Don't put junk into your body. It's real simple. Eat well. Find out your blood type and eat for your blood type. Your body is highly intelligent. It knows everything that you need. And it's pretty, might be socially unacceptable or awkward, or we might have different schedules than other people. We might eat different things. We might dress differently. We might use different products, but who are we here to impress? If we're only there to impress other people, then we're not really taking care of ourselves, are we? So everything that we do is to love ourselves and take care of ourselves. And by doing this, we teach other people and our children and our families and our friends by example. We teach them how to love themselves. And when you love yourself, you're going to love everyone else. You just can't get away from it. When you see someone that's really hateful to someone else, they do not love themselves either. So this is just one of the ways that we can really show ourselves a lot of love, is taking really good care of ourselves. So here are some excellent, high quality, of course, doTERRA skincare lines. We really love them. I use these every day, and honestly, I always knew how important all these things were, you know, vitamins and skincare and essential oils and all this kind of stuff. And I grew up like that. And I really 20, 30 years, just so discouraged with what was out there, having to spend so much money for so little result, sometimes no result at all. So I'm sure that doTERRA isn't like the only company in the world that offers amazing high quality products, but it is for me. This is my everything. I love a one-stop shop. I really, really love that. I use the oh my gosh, it's in Spanish. That's hilarious. The anti-aging essential skincare kit is the one I use most of. I use the scrub. That's very, very light. That I actually give to my daughter because I like something more scrubby. um, and I use the Revitalize combo for my face every day. I know most people only use it like twice a week. And the skin toner, the pore reducing skin toner, Tonico Reductor de Pores, something like that in Spanish. This is, I mean, you know, it just works as toner is supposed to work. What can I say? It balances your skin, it tones it, and I've never experienced that. I've always had like one or the other, or not at all. And I got really discouraged with toners. I just gave up. There's an anti-wrinkle skin tightening cream. And I mean, it's amazing. It's really amazing. My mom looks, she probably looks about 15 years younger. She's 70 than she did when she started with doTERRA. It's like her wrinkles have just kind of blended away, and it's amazing. And so I'm using it every day to prevent all those wrinkles. Hoping it's had a little bit of a positive effect on this one here deep inside, but this right here is a lot about stress and my unconscious habit of frowning, and I need to smile instead of frown. So working on that. But the other one I love is the nighttime cream. I only use it at night unless it's like, I'm in Israel, so you really have to go with your weather, you know, whatever's good for you. Sometimes we're very, very humid here, and I don't use that night cream. Sometimes it's so dry, I use the night cream during the day. So, you know, you've got your regular day cream, and if it's super, super humid, I'm using that day cream at night. And I just use the toner and maybe a teeny tiny bit of it during the day. With the night cream, I like to add in whatever essential oils for my skin that I like. Right now, I'm using, I can't remember the name of it. A couple months ago, it was our product of the month, Rose something. Well, it's not just Rose, but it's, well, I forget what it is, but it's excellent for your skin. So I just dumped it in there and mixed it up, and I use that, and I love it. Okay, anyways, we're going to move on, but there's something for everyone, like the cleanse and the clear HD clear kit. That is really great, especially for people in going through puberty or hormonal changes, any kind of skin issues, and deformity, not deformity is not the right word, imperfections. It works really fast. And actually that HD Clear oil, I will always have on hand for many, many things, because it's good for infections, skin infections, or like an eye infection. You just put it on the top of your cheekbone and it's just gone. And it's just so powerful. Your body responds so quickly to it. So really, really grateful for all that. So now, let's talk about detoxing for the skin. As with any kind of detox, we're going to need a lot of water during this process, because we have the water that our body needs to absorb for the cellular hydration, and that needs to be electrolytes. We need to get enough electrolytes in our food and our drinks. So please make sure you're doing that. If you don't know what those are, look it up or ask us. There's food that has natural electrolytes like bananas, and there's drinks that have natural electrolyte. This is going to become a tongue twister. natural electrolytes like coconut water, excuse me, and fresh lemon juice, right? So watermelon juice, whatever. So we want to make sure that we get a lot of electrolytes and enough. This is electrolytes means it has a complete balance of the minerals, sodium, magnesium, potassium, calcium, etc. Okay, so yeah, then the rest of the water, plain water, we never suggest drinking plain water, but plain water, meaning non-electrolyte water specifically, is what the body uses to flush out the waste and to clean things out, for cleaning and flushing, right? So we need a lot of that when we're detoxing. We need, you know, something like 2 to 3 liters of plain water every day just for cleansing and flushing. We have so many toxins in us. And if you're someone that's coming to this and being like, yeah, I detox all the time. Okay, you know, you do your thing because you probably don't even need as much, and that's a whole different thing. Or someone that's 100% raw doesn't need as much liquid, that's different. But who I'm talking to right now is like everyday people that are saying, I've got health issues and I want to get rid of them. Okay, so you're going to have to drink a lot of water. Now, we like to add things into our water, not just to make it taste better, but to also make it more alkaline, and to filter some of the bad stuff in the tap water out. You can't get everything out with filters. And when you do reverse osmosis, then you learn to lose the minerals. You've got to make sure you put them back in. So there's lots of ways to get nice clean water. These are some of the ways. Add in oils. A couple drops of oils are really, really great for cleansing our skin and many other organs in the body. I wouldn't don't drink vetiver, but or Serenity. Like, these are not all to drink. Please make sure you've done your due diligence and you've watched episode 1, class 1, about safety and dilution using essential oils. Talk to someone you know, look it up online. Always know what you're doing to yourself, and that's part of love. Be informed. Cilantro and coriander are very excellent detoxers. They are heavy metal. They draw out the heavy metals, and they taste kind of interesting. So I don't know if you'd want to put them in your water, but I love putting the fresh herbs in my water, and that just makes it alkaline right there and gives a little bit of a detox. So that's fine. You can put it in a capsule if you want, you know, 3 drops of 3 oils and take it down to do some detoxing. That's great too. Lemon, keep the lemon oil in your water. That's really nice. Spearmint, wild orange, grapefruit, lime, peppermint, amazing in your water. Chamomile can be nice. Lavender can be nice if you like the taste. Okay, so those are just some ideas. And here's a really nice early morning detox drink. You've got filtered water, juice from half a lemon, which is a full electrolyte, remember? A little pinch of cayenne pepper and 1 or 2 drops of essential oil, peppermint essential oil. You can use a different kind of essential oil if you like, but this just makes a real nice. You can add ginger in there, like shredded ginger, slices of ginger, anything. Oh, we'll do that later. Okay, so foot soak detox. If you don't have Epsom salts, you can use baking soda and magnesium. So you wanted to do aluminum-free baking soda, and then you can easily order magnesium oil or flakes on iHerb. And at least in Israel, because we can't really get a good supply of Epsom salts, they come in containers like this big. And they're actually okay to take internally. So there's no like culture of soaking and detoxing like that here. So we're raising a lot of awareness about this. Make sure you've got a bathtub. If you have to move, make sure you've got a bathtub, or you can put one in. Because not just soaking our feet, but our whole body with all of this is just amazing. Use that foot detox if you don't have a bath, or you just need to do a quick soak. But you can take a detox bath every day if you want to. And this is really going to help clear up your skin as well. It's amazing. Just keep drinking that water. Don't get dehydrated. There's no excuse for that, and it's not worth it. Okay, and just a reminder that cleansing supports all of our vital organs. You know, when we're taking the Zengest or Digest Zen, in the oil drops or in the little gel caps. Either way, and the Terrazyme enzymes to help break down the the food that we're eating and the solid products. It helps all of our vital organs. Like, that is amazing. It helps to clean the intestines, the liver, and the kidneys, and the skin. And this gentle cleansing is what is going to keep your body happy and healthy and feeling alive and good. So here's another detox drink. You can use apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, plus the essential oil, lemon, cayenne pepper, cinnamon, cinnamon powder, plus cinnamon EO, essential oil, pure water, nutmeg, ginger, orange juice. This is actually pretty yummy. And so if you want like exact recipe for this, just let me know. I've got you. Here are some ideas for alkaline water. It's really important that we're never drinking acidic water. I mean, if it happens, it happens, but like not on a regular basis. There's a lot of reasons for that. We have enough stress in our life to create acidic environment in our body for balance. It's really hard to get over alkaline. If you're meditating all the time, you're drinking alkaline water, you're eating alkaline food, and you're like in a really chill, emotional, mental situation, you could become too alkaline. But again, it's kind of, you know, like the chances of that happening is just pretty rare. You can get little pH strips on somewhere online, maybe iHerb or something, I can't remember. And just test your pH once in a while, make sure you're in the normal levels. Just keep in touch with yourself, you know. I don't want to say be your own doctor, but like, you know, take care of yourself. Be your own intelligent person. Your body's talking to you. Listen, learn the signs, learn what they mean, learn how to respond to it appropriately. You know, it's just like taking care of a little baby. You figure out what the baby wants when she cries. What does it mean? What does it mean when she makes this face and does that, and the poop is this color and smells like, etc. You know, it's so why don't we take even better care of ourselves? Because we know ourselves most intimately. And then we can teach our children to do the same thing, and they don't have to be sick, and they don't have to rely on drugs, and they don't have to you know, feel bad when their friends are doing drugs, God forbid, or eating unhealthily or doing this, because they understand what it feels like to feel good. And this is what I did with my kids. You know, they're older teens now, and so they make a lot of their own choices. But growing up, it was all about, oh, I really want this candy. Okay, you know, too little, there's no, like, but as they could start to reason and think about things, then I started asking them questions. Okay, go ahead, take that candy. Now, how do you feel? Most of the time, they didn't feel good. It didn't make them feel good. Eventually, it was like, oh, blah, and I don't want dinner, and blah, 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 you know. And so I just always brought back, okay, you don't feel good because of this. Like, show the correlation. And sometimes we have to do that to ourselves, to keep a little journal. Like, what do I feel like right now? Okay, so I don't feel great. I feel maybe bloated. I feel like some brain fog. I'm exhausted, etc. So back up during your day and see what you did. Notice what happened. I didn't exercise. I didn't do deep breathing. I didn't meditate. I just grabbed whatever food I could. I don't even know how much I've drank today. Right? Put on perfume, wasn't natural. Or I was in the office with a lot of, like, you know, sprays and perfumes everywhere. Oh my God, that's so poisonous. And it makes us feel a certain way, but we don't know why we feel this way. And society says, well, it's because of your parents, or it's because of this, or it's because of that. And really, it can be just as simple as I was breathing in toxins all day long, and my body hates it. And it made me sick. It's just amazing how in touch with ourselves we can get. And it's really, we start to trust ourselves. And when we trust ourselves, this is a beautiful place to be. And we have so much less stress because we know we're going to do the right thing for ourselves no matter what happens. Even if we make a mistake, it's okay. We know how to fix it. We know how to go from there in a good, healthy way, etc. So let's really work on this detox. And we're going to start another detox together 30-day cleanse and restore. And this is about not just cleaning it out the body and detoxifying it, but restoring it to a more ideal health and wellness situation, a more ideal balance. We want our bodies to be at ease, not in dis-ease. We want to be balanced, not extreme. And this honestly, it takes a lot of work. And it's easy to be overwhelmed because it's like unlearning. We have to unlearn everything that we were taught and everything that society has taught us. And we have to say, go back to the very, very beginning, clean the blackboard, start from scratch, the very basics. And that's what we're trying to do in these classes is kind of just get back to those very, very basics. Our body is this incredible self-healing machine. How does it work? How do we keep it running? How do we keep it from breaking down and having problems and having to get fixed? We don't like the mechanic having to come in. What can we do ourselves? And it's absolutely brilliant. So the Cleanse and Restore kit here, this is for a 30-day supply. Yes, it's a lot, but you go in stages. You don't take it all at once. And some of it is, to clean the gut and to balance the pH and the enzymes and minerals and antioxidants and cellular support and the endocrine system support, natural detoxification that your body's trying to do every day support, as well as all of the vitamins that you need and your omegas and like I said, lots of antioxidants. So this is a very gentle kit. We're really, really very pleased with it. All of us use it from time to time as often as we can afford to, basically, because this is something that you can do on a very regular basis, or you can do it a couple times a year, depending on how clean you are. Really depends on how often you need to detox. This is very gentle, though. We have pregnant and nursing mothers taking this Cleanse and Restore kit, and they just leave out the GX Assist. You don't want to do a gut cleanse when you're pregnant or nursing. But the rest of it is gentle enough that you can take every single day. And in fact, many women are taking the Lifelong Vitality Pack without any need for prenatals, because you've got everything that your body needs. And because it's a bioavailable, it is going to absorb and use almost all of it instead of a very small percentage of it. But again, please don't take our word for it. Keep in touch with your medical professional. And even if you're not going to an MD doctor, make sure that you've got a naturopath or like a sort of like a verifiable health professional that you can consult with. And again, the biggest thing is listen to your body. And the old slogan that my dad really hated because of the way people took it was, if it feels good, do it. And, the way people take that slogan is, if it pleases my taste buds and my physical desires, do it. And that is not what it means, at least not in the very basic sense of it. If it feels good in your body, you're going to know it. You're going to feel good. You're not going to feel high. You're going to feel happy. You're not going to feel jittery and on edge. You're going to feel calm, collected, with an open mind and clear thoughts. And so if we can go through life with this understanding, like the right thing for us feels good, even if it's hard. Like good doesn't mean easy, like a feather. Having good health is hard work. It takes concentration and awareness and determination and, the ability to say no and all sorts of things. We have to work on our boundaries. It'll change our friendships. Like it's incredible. It's an incredible amount of work, but it feels good. Our body feels better. Our mind feels better. Our emotions are more balanced. We feel and we look better. And so that's what I want us to take away from that. When it feels good in the body, when it does good to us and we can feel that good, keep doing that. So this is why I'm always going to keep doing this. So just a little reminder, we talked about, I think I read this quote at the very beginning. And I just want to remind ourselves of this beautiful information from Dr. Alejandro Junger. The human body is a self-healing, self-renewing, self-cleansing organism. And when the right conditions are created, vibrant well-being is its natural state. We have departed from the ways of nature and live under less than natural conditions. Like global warming, the toxicity of our planet is undeniable. I call it another inconvenient truth. The air that we breathe, the water we drink, the shower, and the foods we eat, the cosmetics we use, the buildings we live in and work in, they're loaded with toxic chemicals that alone or in combination cause disease, suffering, and even death. So when we can remove these obstacles and add what's lacking, our bodies bounce back into health as if by magic. This is the natural common sense medicine, enabling the body to heal, regenerate, and even rejuvenate itself. So with this in mind, if you live in a modern city and want to stay healthy, there are two fundamental practices to follow: detoxification, cleansing, and eating real foods, just as nature intended food should be. Dr. Alejandro Junger. Now, of course, this is for sure, if you live in a modern city, it's absolutely really important, much more vital that you are concentrating on this a lot and really focusing and having good awareness in it. If you're living out in the country, then you're already in a different state of mind, different air, different water, different toxic exposure, and hopefully usually less toxic exposure, unless you are spraying pesticides all the time. So, but most of us are in some kind of town, and we have a lot of work to do for ourselves, but it's okay, one step at a time. And, you know, he was saying taking the bad stuff out of our life, but the first thing we want to do is add the good stuff in. So next week, we're going to talk about our emotional brain, and we're going to talk about how to keep that brain detoxified. How do we keep the toxic thoughts and feelings out of our head, and by doing so, out of our body? And one of those steps, one of the biggest steps, is to add the right things in, the right things to think about, the right words to say, the right things to focus on. So have an amazing week. Check your skin products, make sure that you're using all natural things. If you need any assistance or guidance, we are always here to help you. And I hope that you have a wonderful, healthy week. I'll see you next Monday for our emotional brain.